Ciao e benvenuti al Tavolo Italiano. Today we're talking about conjugating Italian verbs in the future tense. Two quick footnotes before we start. This lesson assumes you know how to conjugate Italian verbs in the present tense and understand subject pronouns and basic conjugation principles. If you're not sure about those things, you might want to go back and first view one of our earlier videos on subject pronouns and conjugating in the present tense. Also, it is important to remember that there are always exceptions to every rule, and this is no exception. There are exceptions to this rule as well. The future tense expresses an action that will happen in the future. Examples of this include, in English, I will swim, I will play guitar, I will believe in you, and it will rain. Now, in Italian, it's actually very easy to conjugate in the future tense. There are fewer regulars, no isk verbs to worry about, and the endings for all three conjugations are the same except for the first letter of the conjugated ending, which is E for verbs ending in ARE and ERE, and it is I for verbs ending in IRE, as shown below. First, let's look at ARE. You simply drop the ARE, and then you add ER accented O for EO. So you have ero for EO. For tu, you add the ERAI, so it's erai. For lui, lei, you add ER accented A, so it's era. For noi, it's aremo, aremo. For voi, it's erete, and for loro, it's erano. Okay, once again, the verb endings for ARE verbs are ero, erai, era, eremo, erete, erano. So you drop the ARE and you add the appropriate ending. They are identical for ERE verbs. Ero, erai, era, eremo, erete, erano. And for IRE verbs, the only thing that's different, instead of putting an E in there, you put an I in there. It's almost as if for the ERE and the IRE, you really actually only drop the last E. For the ARE, you replace a full ARE because you're putting ERO, etc. down the line. But for the ERE verbs, they're done exactly like the ARE. And for the IRE verbs, they're, once again, exactly the same, except for just the first letter. Excuse me. So for an IRE verb, for EO, you drop the IRE, and you add IR accented O, ero. For tu, you have erai. For lui, lei, you have era. For noi, you have eremo. Voi is irete, and loro is iranno. So as in keeping with our typical examples, I've prepared one here. Hence we have the infinitive verb minus the infinitive ending plus the conjugated ending equals the conjugated verb. Example, guidare, to drive, minus are leaves us with guid plus ero equals guiderò, or I will drive. Now let's take a look at one verb in each of the three conjugations just to see how it sounds. Our first verb for representing the ARE conjugation of verbs is pensare, which is to think. We have io penserò. Note how it's, as we discussed on the last page, you drop the ARE and add ER accented O. So we have io penserò, tu penserai, lui, lei penserà, noi penseremo, voi penserete, and loro penseranno. For ERE, we're going to look at the verb credere, which is to believe. And we have io crederò, tu crederai, lui, lei crederà, noi crederemo, voi crederete, and loro crederanno. And finally, for the IRE verbs, we're going to use partire. Io partirò, tu partirai, lui, lei partirà, noi partiremo, voi partirete, and loro partiranno. Okay, now let's try a little test. I'll show the verb in Italian, conjugated, and you tell me what it means. So our first verb is mangerai. Did you guess you will eat? If you did, you were right. How about insisteranno? Excuse me, that should be insisteranno. Did you guess they will insist? If you did, you were right. What about capirà? How about he or she will understand? Sentiremo. We will hear. Parlerai. How about you will speak? Piangerò. I will cry. Vinceremo. We will win. Leggerò. I will read. Finirai. You will finish. Canterà. He or she will sing. So how'd you do on those? If you find that you're really struggling with them and you didn't get very many of them right, feel free to go back through this video as many times as you like and practice them. Now let's try it the other way around. I will read in English, English verb conjugated in the future tense, and this time you give me the Italian equivalent. So I will eat. Mangerò. We will insist. Insisteremo. You all will understand. Capirete. You will hear. Sentirai. You all will speak. Parlerete. You will cry. Piangerai. I will win. Vincerò. He or she will read. Leggerà. We will finish. Finiremo. They will sing. Canteranno. How'd you do on that set, going from English to Italian? Sometimes that's a little more difficult. Once again, if you didn't get them all right, if you're struggling with it a little bit, feel free to run through this video as many times as necessary to practice. And grazie mille. Thank you very much for visiting tavoloitaliano.com video on YouTube. Remember that there's more information on conjugating in the future tense and all aspects of Italian grammar and the Italian language at tavoloitaliano.com. All the information all the educational information on the website is always free to everybody. So come pay us a visit at tavoloitaliano.com. Grazie mille e parlo italiano. Ciao!